Kakadu is a unique place. It's not just because a third of all Australian bird life can be found here, the vast amount of diversity in its ecosystem. It's not just special because of all the cultural significance and values found in the park when it comes to the thousands and thousands of rock art sites that are scattered all throughout the park. For me personally, it's special because of the continuing connection that Aboriginal people, the Bininj people have in Kakadu, and that has been scientifically established to be at least 65,000 years.
We know this country. We know it. A lot of the scientists, they might come from other places in here, but we lived here all our life. All our life managing this country. And we know where everything is, like where all our yams are, where the best places to go and do the study, and what areas you can't go into as well, because we've got a lot of sacred areas where sometimes, you know, men or women aren't allowed.
There's lots of problems, and I try to fit in to how fight with the enemies like weeds. They cover like yam, and we do late burning. We kill a bush tucker. So each area, like, we look after it. We're the best place for, like a waterhole, billabongs. We have salvinia covering paragrass. It affected our country too as well.
As scientists, we know a lot about Northern Australia from the more than 40 years of research that's been done in Kakadu. And there's a wealth of Bininj and Mungguy knowledge to draw upon to help manage the park. But with new threats emerging, such as climate change and invasive species, we need new information. And that's where a collaborative research strategy is absolutely critical.
That sort of major change happened when NESP was formed up and started talking to various traditional owners in Kakadu about how they can make things get better and working with research people.
The approach we've taken to partnerships has been building off our strong partnerships between Resilient Landscapes Hub and Parks Australia and Traditional Owner.
There was a strategy that was done. I think it took us about 2 years. We prioritised a lot of those things in there.
This National Environmental Science Program project has delivered 3 main outcomes. It helped establish a Bininj and Mungguy Research Advisory Committee. It developed 10 guiding principles that direct researchers to do work in Kakadu the way that traditional owners want to see it happen. And it came up with a list of priority projects that both traditional owners and park managers need research answers to.
BIMREC is our Bininj Mungguy Research Committee. That's really good because that is a committee full of traditional owners and also researchers. And with that, as I said, it's combining both knowledge from a traditional owner and from a Bininj perspective as well, and coming together and coming up with ideas for the park and research needs.
We can pick what's important for here. Like, this has never been done before. I've been here a long time, and we've never had this much involvement with having a say and making it smoother for the researchers that are coming here.
It's also teaching researchers a lot about cultural protocol. So down my end, we have a protocol which is called the Sickness Country Protocol. So it's teaching them about that, where they can only visit certain places with certain members, mainly males if it's a male area, if it's a sacred site, and also just getting them to respect country and then respect traditional owners when they're on country.
Where I'm from, at the southern end of Kakadu, they have to behave in a certain way, look at the policies, work with traditional owners, work with parks, and make sure they get a good outcome. And yeah, we want to work with them, especially look after them, especially if they want to come to our area.
What's really important about this research strategy is the strength of our partnerships and how we've been able to develop strategic partnerships to better support the aspirations from a research and a cultural perspective of traditional owners on the park.
Through this National Environmental Science Program project, traditional owners have set the research agenda for Kakadu for the next decade. And this will ensure that the research done in Kakadu National Park is guided by them and addresses the priorities of traditional owners and park managers.
I think there's a lot to learn from the way NESP does its research and the way it partners with local Aboriginal communities and the Bininj community, especially in Kakadu, and hopefully other researchers and other research projects can take note of that and also conduct their projects in a similar way.
The strategy is completed now. It's sort of done. And a lot of our team leaders, Bininj team leaders, are very proud of that because it all came from the people itself and how they wanted it done. And there's a guidelines and there's actions that we need to follow now and to how to make the parks runs better.
A lot of us feel very proud, proud and empowered. And, you know, I mean that by having a voice, finally, and having a say. You know, we've worked really, really hard together to try and achieve this. And it's actually really happening now. I talk to my mum and everyone on the community, and they're kind of like really proud that this is happening, and we feel good.
As a project leader, it was a big journey for me to start from it. I didn't know where we're going to end up in about 2 or 3 years' time, but it was a journey we was following along, and we all worked together. We had all looked at the same vision. What I like to see in the end, it continue and it grows from it.